Okay, so if you've just come in, these are collective readings by zodiac sign, and I'm on the sign of Aquarius. I've done all the other signs except for Pisces. Pisces will be after this one. Whoops. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius's highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in this 3rd and 4th week of July 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Aquarius, please. The Two of Swords, okay, so not wanting to deal with making a decision on something. The Fool, ready to take a leap of faith, okay, and then trying to find balance with the Juggler, trying to find equilibrium, trying to settle into that new role. So that's a bit of a turning point in a situation that was previously stagnant. We're taking a leap of faith and then we're trying to find our feet with it. The Empress reversed and the Magician reversed. Okay, so this is someone that feels lackluster, a lack of faith, a lack of abundance, a lack of confidence. You know, like it's all going to be a flop. Hopefully that's just a state of mind for a little while. Or it could be, you know, on a practical level, that could be the case, but that will change. The Three of Swords. Oh, heartbreak. Did you take a chance on someone and then it just like failed massively? Because that's what it looks like. It looks like you looked before you leaped, then you leaped. And try as you might, it didn't work. You gotta forgive yourself for that, you know, you can't blame yourself. People do that all the time. My friend told me, my colleague, we became quite good friends last week, and she said her partner broke up with her the day before they were due to move into a house together. Like, they bought the house, and the day before they moved into it, he split up with her. And you would not believe how many times I've heard that. I think people feel like they're adulting. They feel like by association with someone who's functioning well, who's got a great job, you know, they're very classy. They think, yeah, this makes me look good. And then they get cold feet, don't they? And they realise like what they've actually got to do. In 2025, that is the most common thing that I'm hearing. Is young people getting a house thinking this is what they should be doing, and then panicking and thinking, what the hell, I'm too young for this, and backing out of it, you know, for good, not just like cold, not just a bit of a wobble, but for good, getting themselves fully out of it. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, someone's a karmic, or they're not escaping from a karmic. I'm going to take a flyer and say this is going to be the person that has let you down, though, that's encouraged you to take a chance on them, like a really, really big one. And then, you know, pulled the magic carpet out from under you and you've like fallen down. It's like in the classroom when the kids pull the chair from someone that's about to sit down, isn't it? It's horrible. What a nasty prank to do to someone, and dangerous. This is the adult version of that, you know. Yeah, let's get a house together. I didn't mean it. What the hell? The Star card. Healing. Regaining hope. I don't answer individual questions. I do collective readings by zodiac sign, just so you know. 9 of Pentacles upright, becoming independent. Becoming self-sufficient on their own 2 feet. Okay, so now I'm not so sure because... Well, we'll carry on and we'll get 3 cards for the outcome. But you're showing up as the Empress reversed. They're showing up as a single person. Well, yeah, they could have... They could have been living a lie and then they've decided to break free and be single. Oh my god, in the outcome we've got the Emperor. Now I'm confused because we've got the Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor's upright. It's about taking leadership of your life. Because I thought maybe this is someone separate that's not been heeding the red flags and they've been with a karmic and then they've decided to heal and break free and become single. They're taking... Also, either way, this person is taking leadership of their life, okay? Because you're the Empress, they're the Emperor. You're of equal status in the tarot deck. You are divine counterparts. So something's divinely guided that is making me think that you two are divinely guided to be together. So maybe that's not the person that let you down. Maybe this is someone that's coming in for you. The Four of Swords is taking much needed respite. We've got the 10 of Cups reversed. The King of Wands reversed. The 5 of Cups and the Page of Swords, communication. So there's loss, grief, sadness, loss, regret. Someone's, you know, oh how the mighty have fallen. A King of Wands has been dethroned. The family are unhappy. There's a lot of regret. There's communication. With the Page of Swords. I don't know why I'm thinking like this, but it's like you took a leap of faith and then they let you fall into the fire, you know? And you're heartbreaking. This person on this side, they've become single. They got out of something toxic. They're now an Emperor. There's a lot of regret over, like, breaking up a family. Okay, take it how it resonates. It could be that the Emperor is the one that let you down. Or it could be that you've got an Emperor coming in, but it doesn't make sense really how there's a lot of regret here and a family that are turned upside down. You know what, it could have happened like that because the Emperor, male or female, you know, it could be an Aries or someone, could be an Aquarius, or someone that just was making their children live in a toxic situation for a long time. You know, and they're regretful about that. Not regretful about ending it, but regretful that they had them living with a psycho or someone that just was very dysfunctional. You know, and they're taking back control, but they have regrets about it. And they could be good. Let's read for both situations. If this Emperor is coming in for the Empress, when is that going to happen? If this is someone that the Empress has manifested in after tough times and heartbreak, stay positive about it. You will get your Emperor, okay? It could be that that is the person that let you down and therefore I won't get a time in for that situation. Let's clarify why they've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Why did they withdraw from something karmic or toxic? Adrift, not willing to settle down or be responsible, time to commit and put down roots. You can't have an emperor. Someone who's very successful, someone who's a solid provider, probably has children, probably has bills to pay, probably has a business to run, or, very high up in an important organisation. They could have grandchildren if they're an emperor. You can't have someone messing you about and messing the people that are reliant on you, the people that depend on you. You can't have someone messing you about like that. If this is the one that left you, the Empress, that they were being irresponsible, they were having a midlife crisis or something, and then they've decided like that was a huge mistake. Eternal renewal. In the cycle of life, understanding breeds hope for what comes next. Maybe there's going to be a reconciliation. Tender attentions with care and concern approach gently, nurturing with soft, kind gestures. If you can allow yourself to not unravel when this person comes to talk to you about why they left and how it was a huge mistake, it could be the best thing that ever happens. You're getting back together, but don't go off what I say. Like, you have to judge that for yourself, okay? Lightning strikes, dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. It does point towards rejuvenation of a family here, swept away, caught up in the romance or clearing out emotions. Okay, someone was very envious of your situation and they were spying, and a bit like single white femaling you, or whatever the guy version is of that. Someone who is an emperor with a lot of responsibilities and a very routine, mundane way of life. And I don't mean that they didn't value what they had, but it just became very predictable. As you get older, you start panicking and thinking, is this, is this it? Like, you might look at other people and envy them for being footloose and fancy free. And, it's not necessarily about getting with another person, but it's about what that person represents, which is freedom and being able to do all the things you've never done. It's cliche, but it's there for a reason. It's something that happens to people, Sometimes you feel taken for granted, or like that part of you has died, and it's not always the case, but they're definitely in deep regret now, if that's what's gone down with you in your situation. Look, endings aren't always endings. See, sometimes it's just a pause. It doesn't mean that you have to stay apart. Losing you taught me love isn't about possession. Okay, so you weren't something that this person had, and and owned. It was your choice to be there. You weren't in a cage. You chose to be there. Now you can choose not to be there, and that is freaking them out big time. Major reflection, major regret. If there's been no contact for a while, this is a message from them, okay? You feel like home. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. Need time to heal. Right now I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. spoiling you. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips, everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing less. Wild side, there's a side to you I haven't seen and want to. I want to see you let loose and get wild. Let's have some fun. Your perfection, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. There's a lot of feelings there. I normally only get like one card out, but yeah, there's huge regret here, definitely. You're going to get communication from this person. They've been watching and wishing things you could be how they were, or like that you could come back together like stronger than ever. Let's get you some advice. Right, there's a lot about stopping and letting sleeping dogs lie, okay? Let the dust settle. This needs some time now. Time apart allows time for reflection, and people, when they can't just come back, you know, it really does show them like how lonely they're going to be with this decision that they've made, how big of a mistake it is. Don't make it easy for them, but keep your heart open to potential reunion, okay, or just forgiveness. Look, coming together. Love your dark side too. It's okay to be angry with them. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be frustrated as hell that they don't understand what they did, that you could have done what they did, but there might be part of you that understands why they did what they did, that maybe you've considered the same thing at times, you know? Let's get a positive affirmation and then we'll see what people adore about you, Aquarius. I radiate confidence and self-assurance. I am worthy of love and affection. I am a positive influence on those around me. Okay, what is it that people... Oh wait, I didn't get you an essential oil for healing, did I? Essential oil for healing. Okay, you've got a few. You've got a whole bunch, hang on. Ylang ylang. Okay, you can put that in a diffuser or use it topically. Unleashes sensuality and heals the heart. Orange, wild orange, elevates and invigorates. You can put it in a diffuser, you can use it topically, you can take supplements of orange and you can cook with it, of course you can. Roman chamomile promotes calmness and peace. You can put it in a diffuser and use it topically. Lemongrass alleviates and regenerates. Okay, so you can use that in a diffuser, use it topically, take it as a supplement or cook with it. Thyme promotes forgiveness and offers release. Okay, you can use that in a diffuser, use it topically as a cream. You can take supplements of thyme, you can cook with thyme, of course you can. Cardamom clarifies and uplifts spirits. Okay, delicious in rice, delicious in tea. You can take supplements, you can use it topically and put it in a diffuser. Winter greenberry showcases the power of letting go. Okay, there's a lot to do with forgiveness here, and having understanding and having loving space for this person, whoever this is. Use it in a diffuser, use it topically. Okay, let's get you something that people adore about you. What do people adore about Aquarius? Your creativity. I like to use my imagination. Okay, so you're actually really, really imaginative in whatever way that shows itself. You may also have untapped talents, you know, when it comes to painting or working with colour, pattern, shape. You may be a really good problem solver. You have to be creative in order to work around situations, come up with very different solutions. So okay, take care, Aquarius. I hope this resonates for some people out there. I hope you found it useful. I'm going to nip to the bathroom and then I'll be doing Pisces. Thank you for the loves. Thank you. There's a lot here about giving things time and potential reunion. It's okay to have a dark side. It's okay, you know. So stay positive about it. Being with you reminds me of much simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. An emperor and an empress are divine counterparts. They're of equal status, so endings aren't always endings. Losing you taught me love isn't about possession. I don't answer individual questions. You can have an individual reading that you have to pay for. You can go to the channel description and then find the link for my PayPal, and I'll send you a 20-minute reading just for you. Or you can watch these collective readings for each zodiac sign.